So normally I wouldn't care about this stuff much anymore, but I just finished my movie script, and I'm going to be. This is the only reason I'm talking about this, actually, because I can't stand this bitch. This lady is the worst. Kathleen Kennedy is not made for filmmaking. She is just. I don't understand how she even has a job at this point. I mean, just nothing but failure after failure after failure. And now she's out here getting lippy and screaming bigotry and all this bullshit out here. So we're going to go through this and we're going to really talk about some things because I have never seen a franchise just. I mean, and it's not even a competitor doing this to them. It's their own people. A franchise nuked into the ground like this. I just anyways. Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy knows women stepping into Star Wars might face fans attacks. Operating within these giant franchises now with social media and the level of expectation, it's terrifying. I think of a lot of women who step into Star Wars struggle with this a bit more because of the fan base being so male dominated. Well, if you know your franchise is male dominated, why not cater to them? I mean, that's revealing in itself there. They sometimes get attacked in ways that can be quite personal. Kennedy says storytelling does need to be representative of all people. That's an easy decision for me. Apparently not, because you keep doing the same fucking thing. You keep putting the powerful women, all the men are stupid, she's the key to everything. It's the same thing. This is why they keep failing. They just keep repeating this over and over and over. All right, so let's look at stop showing this here. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling good here. I'm pretty fucked. Let's see. All right, let's look at this. She is aware that women in space franchise are often attacked. Daisy Ridley and Kelly Marie Tran faced online harassment from toxic fans when the most recent films came out. The Alkalite is already being attacked in certain corners of the fan base. The Alkalite is an original story created by Leslie Headland. Yes, Harvey Weinstein's secretary and lesbian. Just what you would expect for a Star Wars show. Known for directing films such as Sleeping with Other People and Russian Doll, is the first woman to serve as a showrunner series. See, it doesn't matter if the person's sex. They keep doing this. They keep thinking, "Oh, we're going to throw a woman in there. Things will be so much better." No, it's worse because you have unqualified hacks. We saw it with She-Hulk, all of this crap. As reported by the Times, a loud primordial part of the Star Wars fandom is pushed back in predictable fashion. A primordial part. This isn't biased at all. Yeah, the woke lie, that's pretty accurate. My belief is that storytelling does need to be representative of all people, Kennedy told the publication. But you're not representing all people. You're focusing on people who can't even go to theaters or go to Disneyland or anything. I'm just so sick of these idiots. Headland has already started to limit her exposure to online chatter about the show to block any of the talk. It's not toxic fans, it's toxic writers and these idiots in there. It's like she said, a male-dominated fan base. Why would you know that you're purposely knowing that this is a male this is I'm not gonna even waste my breath, man. Let's see if there's anybody. Why is Kathleen Kennedy speaking out now? Could her job actually be at risk? No, just proving her point. How are you proving her point? Yeah, Kathleen Kennedy is a meme, man. That South Park they nailed it. Zero accountability, just spin and blame shifting. It's everyone else's fault that our fan base isn't into what we've been doing. Maybe don't write terrible female characters then. Yes, they just don't learn. That's what I just they just keep doubling down and doubling down and doubling down, and it's just I really do hope it dies, honestly. I just hope it dies. Kathleen Kennedy on Star Wars complaints. Star Wars storytelling does need to be represented. Okay, here's already seen this. Yeah. I'll just go to the article then. Yeah, Mark Hamill, another winner. Oh, they got audio. Let's listen to this.
Kathleen Kennedy on Star Wars woke complaints. Storytelling does need to be representative of all people. Lucasfilm CEO Kathleen Kennedy has heard the noise from some Star Wars fans unhappy with the franchise's direction.
Okay, if you heard the noise, then why are you doubling down? You see, this is the problem with these people. Like and I'm gonna show this tonight with that Disney Star Cruiser bullshit thing with that, and they have an actual Disney shill who was hardcore all of this bullshit that's turned now, and she said how shitty the hotel was and everything, and these people just keep doubling down on this. I really hope that they it gets bankrupt.
During an interview with the New York Times for upcoming Disney Plus series The Acolyte, Kennedy admitted that female filmmakers struggle with fan backlash. Leslie Headland is the showrunner for The Acolyte, which some fans have already dubbed the woke light for having a diverse cast.
You see how these people they spin this shit. It has nothing to do with a diverse cast and all this. It has to do with shitty writing and shitty actors. Here's a good example. That god awful Obi-Wan show. You mean to tell me they couldn't have got Halle Berry to play that role? That actress that they had on there just sucked. She was lifeless. It was like a piece of wood. She was not a good actress and had nothing to do with her being black. It's just she sucked. But the problem with her being in there was we asked for an Obi-Wan show. We didn't ask for a BLM racist side story garbage.
That's despite the series not having premiered yet. Operating within these giant franchises now, with social media and a level of expectation, it's terrifying, Kennedy said. I think Leslie has struggled a little bit with it. I think a lot of the women who step into Star Wars struggle with this a bit more. Because of the fan base being so male-dominated, they sometimes get attacked in ways that can be quite personal. My belief
If the fan base is I've said this 3 times now. If the fan base is male dominated, why are you catering to obese lesbians and weirdos who think they're the opposite sex that can't afford to see this shit? It's just they just don't get it. The majority of people don't like Rey. You know what the sad thing is? Everybody likes Finn. Nobody cares about Rey and all this. They all like Finn. Finn got screwed on those movies.
belief is that storytelling does need to be representative of all people.
You're not representing everybody. You're just, I'm not going to repeat myself.
That's an easy decision for me.
No, it's not.
Headland also spoke on the fan hate she's received. As a fan myself, I know how frustrating
She
some
ain't no
Star Wars
fan.
storytelling in the past has been, she said. I've felt it myself. I stand by my empathy for Star Wars fans. But I want to be clear. Anyone who engages in bigotry, racism, or hate speech, I don't consider a fan.
Well, then, you might want to get rid of yourself. You might want to get rid of Kathleen Kennedy, because that's all they do is make racist bullshit and then grandstand how they're not. And for this Leslie Headland to be throwing out any moral high ground, I mean, she worked for Harvey Weinstein. I mean, this is just...
Headland cited the difficulty in pleasing everyone with more than a half-century worth of lore. You're thinking, this is what people want from Star Wars.
No, it's not
This
what
is
they
what
want.
people don't want, Headland said. It can mess with your head. During the creative process, I had to give myself the forgiveness, as an artist, to fall off the razor, as long as I got back up. That was my promise to myself.
Jesus Christ. I just... We're being lectured to by an immoral person about morals. Okay. I mean, that really is the last person that should be lecturing anybody about morals. All right. Now, these three here, if I can make this bigger. I'll try this. All right. These three here are the real deals. They didn't have any of this bullshit back then. Because you know why? Because it wasn't Disney and their racist bullcrap. And these three these three, any of these three could take out Ray any day. They're real women. You know, I just... Nothing but incompetence is all we have now in hack writing. What they should be doing is like what I'm doing, looking at these three here, and then figuring out how to do a real female hero, which I'm going to be showing soon. Because Ray and these people are just... And for them to be lecturing us about morals and bigotry and all this, I mean, my God, man. Unreal. I just don't know what else to say here. Star Wars is dead. And pretty soon here, I'm going to be announcing my movie. And I'm going to be talking about it and showing you some real shit. Because I aim to destroy these fucking idiots. It may or may not happen. I don't know. But all I know is Ray and these people are just shit. Just fucking garbage, man. Why we can't have stuff like these three anymore? It's just unreal. Anyways, I'll play this for a laugh.
Really focused on making sure we have some of the best entertainment in the galaxy on board. One of which I'm so excited about is this pop star who's known throughout the galaxy for all...
Non-descriptive, just unisex, and I was looking up Latin names. I'm like, this
performer just came out of nowhere. It was incredible.
Let's get you back to the launch pod in your home planet.
Sounds great.
All right.
What a laugh. Thanks for watching.
Ski.